This is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 8, I think. Yes, it is race number 8 in season number 1 of the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. We are here at the Chicagoland Speedway for the Scott 150. 16 laps of action here at this 1.5-mile speedway somewhere in Illinois near Chicago. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, let's get to the starting lineup here for this race. And on the pole, it is Garrett Tenor in the number 66. Alongside him, it's Grayson Acevedo in the 15. We have Ryan Madden in the 22, Tristan Allen in the 4, Nicholas Gratton in the 46, Davey Johnson, Matt Tuck, Tyler Selzman, Wolfgang Stone, Oscar Ramirez, Dean Wickard, Austin Spencer, Trey Bartow, Reagan Whitlock, Philip Goldberg, Johnny Bryant, John Andrews, Mason Powers, Dan Park, Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, John Arndt, Stuart Gratton, our last winner, Cole Baker, who won at Michigan, Julian Quintero, Hergel Arvin Alonso, Jake Ferguson, Nick Smith, Nicholas Amadeo, Blaine Keys, and Jordan Newman. That's the full field starting here at the Chicagoland Speedway for race 8 of the season. We are now over halfway through the season here in the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. And this officially starts the second half of the season. I'm going to get to the point standings here. I'm going to open up YouTube and play the latest video. I know that's... Oh, wait. I don't have it. I don't have the point standings. Nuts. I haven't edited the Michigan race yet. So, yeah, I don't know who's in the points lead. How lovely. Don't worry, I'll work on that. Anyways, here we go. Garrett Tenor and Grayson Acevedo are going to lead us to the green flag here at Chicagoland. The pace car is pulled off, and we're ready to see what happens here in the Scott 150. Ryan Madden, the Pocono winner, to the inside of Garrett Tenor for the lead down the backstretch. Grayson Acevedo got stuck on the outside. He's falling back. Here at Chicagoland, the inside lane is the place to be. That's where you're going to see a lot of the cars who will get into the lead be before they get into the lead, if you know what I mean. Ryan Madden's going to lead the first lap of action, trying to get his second win of the season here in the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series. Comes Nicholas Gratton in the 46 and the 52. Might have blown a tire. Tenor's involved. And down the backstretch, you know what it is. ARCA Brakes Central. Grayson Acevedo, Garrett Tenor, Zachary Fitzwater, Matt Tuck, Nick Smith involved. And I don't think that was a contact issue on Wolfgang Stone. That had the makings of a blown tire. It really did. He just went around. But we're going to see what happened here to the 52. But that was a massive accident down the backstretch. Multiple cars went flipping, and I was wrong. Oscar Ramirez got into him, and Ramirez spun that 52 around, and let's have some fun. Tenor into the fence upside down. Grayson Acevedo ended up going upside down, and Wolfgang Stone went upside down as well. 3 cars went airborne there in that incident, and a lot of them are just toast. Man, that's a tough incident. Tough break for a lot of guys. One guy that was involved, he was deep here in the field, was Zachary Fitzwater. And him and Nick Smith, I think, were involved in this one. You see a lot of guys in front of them are going to avoid this, but Fitzwater and looks like, I don't think it was Nick Smith. I think it was Dan Park in the 77. Then ended up crashing straight into the cars crashing in front of him. Yeah, he just runs right into him. That's a normal case of ARCA brakes. And of course, this is the perfect series for it. But you see Matt Tuck, an innocent victim of this one in the 06. He had a great qualifying run, and just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And this was all Oscar Ramirez's fault. And he didn't get involved. But Wolfgang Stone definitely got the worst of it in the number 52. We're going to go on board with him because it's going to be one wild ride. It's a very, very interesting crash here at Chicagoland. Grayson Acevedo, Garrett Sonor, Matt Tuck, Nick Smith, Zachary Fitzwater, and Dan Park. And our last winner, Cole Baker, was also involved in the 72. Not exactly sure how this happened. Well, I know how it happened, but not sure how Baker was involved. He was just behind Dan Park and Zachary Fitzwater there, and you see the damage there on the 72. It's a tough break for our last winner here. Yeah. Many cars torn up, but got to get back to racing here. Ryan Madden's out front in the number 22, and we'll get to the restart here in the Scott 150 at Chicagoland. And we are back here at the Chicagoland Speedway for the Scott 150. Ryan Madden's out front in the 22, followed by Nicholas Gretton, Tyler Salzman, Oscar Ramirez, who started that big crash, Dean Wiggard, Austin Spencer, Trey Bartow, Johnny Bryant, Mason Powers, and Jesse Turner rounds out the top 10. Currently, we have ourselves 27 cars on the racetrack, so that means 4 drivers are out of the race. We're going to restart here on lap 7 of 16. And already cars looking to go 3 wide. Spencer in the 44 has a problem. If I can get to him here. I had him, and there he is. He's stuck in gear number 3. He missed a shift. Oh, somebody's off the racetrack. That's Blaine Keys. And they don't usually merge onto the racetrack very well. But they're going to be able to keep it clean that time. Great job by Blaine Keys not running into anybody. And Spencer is still stuck in gear number 3. Nicholas Gratton's now out front in the 46. A lot has happened so far in this race. We're going to be halfway when we cross the line next time. Here comes Tyler Salzman in the 60. He has not had the best of seasons, but he's running up here. He's got Oscar Ramirez behind him. You might want to be careful. I don't have anything against Oscar Ramirez, but I'm just saying, right now, Oscar Ramirez's car isn't really driving that safely right now. Salzman's going to lead at the halfway point of the Scott 150, but here comes Oscar Ramirez in the 24. Whoa! Boy, he almost got a taste of his own medicine there. Mason Powers almost spun that 24 around and down the backstretch. Tristan Allen, Trey Bartow in the wall. Caution's going to come out. Fortunately, that's it. Nicholas Gratton's going to take the lead back and win the race back to the line. Man, oh man, this is a good race. That was interesting there. It happened down the backstretch. It started with Tristan Allen, but the guy that ended up going around was Trey Bartow. Allen, I don't know what happened to him. Get to him here. It looks like this one's going to be a tough one. I don't know how to figure this out. I don't think Reagan Whitlock in the 92 has anything to do with this. He kind of sees it happening. I think it's Tristan Allen. Let's see. Ryan Madden might have something to do with this here. Ryan Madden comes down. I think Allen came up on Madden, and Barta just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But he was able to save it okay. I mean, he still hit the wall. But he was able to keep that thing rolling and avoid sitting on the racetrack. So, hardly anybody was involved in this crash, which is a good thing. But it happens here with Ryan Madden. We'll follow with the 10. And the 10 comes down on Julian Quintero. That's really what happens to bring out the caution. But it all started with Ryan Madden and Tristan Allen. Those two guys came down on Bartow. And, well, actually, they kind of came up on Bartow. And Bartow came down on Quintero, and Bartow went up into the wall. So, Nicholas Gratton out front in the 46. He looks to have a strong car, but Oscar Ramirez seems pretty good as well. But it's still anybody's game. Apologize that it's not really so much a crash fest. It's just the fact that these races are so short. we have one caution that takes up half the race, It's our second caution here of the race. We will get back to racing. I think we'll probably be either 2 or 3 laps to the finish. And hopefully we can finish that under green. But anyways, let's get to the restart here in the Scott 150 at Chicagoland. Back here at the Chicagoland Speedway for the Scott 150 in the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. It's going to be 3 laps to go to the finish. Nicholas Gratton is the leader, followed by Oscar Ramirez, Tyler Selzman, Dean Wickard, and Mason Powers. And it's Johnny Bryant, Jesse Turner, Reagan Whitlock, Julian Quintero, and Nicholas Samadillo, the top 10. We currently have ourselves still 27 cars on the racetrack. So nobody got knocked out because of that last caution when Trey Bartow went around and hit the wall. But anyways, here we go. 3 laps to go at Chicagoland. Who's going to win it here in the Scott 150? There goes Selzman to the inside of Ramirez for second. And Selzman got a good run to the inside. Dean Wickard did not really get going in that 25, but he's been doing pretty good this season. I know he's up there in top 5 in points somewhere, I think. I don't know what the points are. I still haven't calculated the points at the end of the Michigan race, so I don't know who's the points leader in all that. My bad there. Anyways, here comes Selzman to the inside of Nicholas Gratton. Selzman has Dean Wickard helping him. Well, not anymore. There goes Wickard 3 wide for the lead, and here comes Johnny Bryant in the 97, helping that 25 get to the inside. Bryant might go 4 wide for the lead here. And when you think about it, it might not be the bad idea, because if those guys crash, the caution comes out, and Johnny Bryant takes the lead. It worked, and Johnny Bryant's going to end up winning here at Chicagoland. The caution is out, and the race is over. And Dean Wickard, that's a tough one for him. So what I was saying there, it might actually be the good thing to do to make him go 4 wide. And, the other 3 guys, they go up and they crash. You take the lead, the caution comes out, the race is over. That's exactly what Johnny Bryant did in the 97. And Dean Wickard, Selzman got into him, and Nicholas Gratton was also involved. But the guy that got the worst of it was definitely the 25 of Dean Wickard. Fortunately, nobody else was involved. That's a tough break for him, he was leading at the moment of that happening. Johnny Bryant on the inside took the lead. He made it 4 wide, and there he went past the leaders to take the lead and take the win here in the Scott 150. So a very interesting race. Unfortunately, it's going to end under caution, but it was definitely very exciting. And the number 97 of Johnny Bryant's going to take home the victory in race 8 of the season. So they're coming around to take the checkered flag under yellow. The number 97 of Johnny Bryant, out of nowhere, is going to take the victory here at Chicagoland. Come on. Come on, you can get there. I ran out of time. Well, no. Let's put it this way. I have too much time on my hands. I don't have anything to talk about. So that's why I want him to get to the finish line there. But he crossed the line, and he's officially the winner here in the Scott 150. So they're the official standings right there. Regan Whitlock, Oscar Ramirez, Jesse Turner, and Nicholas Samadillo rounds out the top 5. Then it was Julian Quintero, John Andrews, Davey Johnson, Mason Powers, and Jake Ferguson, the top 10. We'll take a look at the rest of the results right here. 4 guys got knocked out because of crash damage. That was Matt Tuck, Garrett Sonor, Wolfgang Stone, and Grayson Acevedo, who were all involved in that big crash on lap number 2 of the race. Dean Wickard was involved late in the going there on lap 15 when they went 4 wide for the lead. He got the bad end of it, of course. Anyways, that is it for me. Congratulations to Johnny Bryant for winning here at Chicagoland, and here are the points for the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.